the inaugural PBC Amazon partnership. All I can say is definitely better than I expected. On the main card, we had one that I felt should not have went the distance, but it did. And that was because the dude couldn't cut off the ring. And the other guy ran for two. I don't want to say his name wrong. That's why I'm calling the other guy. He ran for two whole daggone rounds around the ring. And even though he had a chance to win, then he was like, oh, how come I didn't win? You ran the last two rounds. And then before then, you got sat on your back pockets twice earlier in the fight. So I just thought for his team to tell that man that he was up against Martinez, y'all should have said, hey, you need to let your hands go and at least get a knockdown. Y'all said nothing like that. So to his team, they got to do better at that. I think maybe if his team put that in his head that, hey, we need some points. Knock him, at least knock him down. Something. I don't think he might not have ran those rounds. After that, we had Lara. Man, to see a 41-year-old, first round, they was trying to fill each other out. Second round, 1-2 combo, knock young and smooth out. Smell like that. At 41, he's still letting y'all know. Lara saying, hey, yeah. And guess who wants to fight him? Danny Garcia been sitting on the sidelines for over a year. He like, hey, I'm here. I'm just waiting for my time and my name to be called. Danny Swift Garcia said he ready. So he wanted the winner of that fight, which is Lara. So he said he want to fight Lara. We'll see if that happens because he wants to be a 3-division world champ. Danny Garcia is already a 2-division world champ. In his legacy, he wants to say that he had 3 division world champs. So we'll see if that happens. And then you got the co-main event. Isak Pitbull Cruz against Rolly Romero. Rolly got rolled. I thought Pitbull was going to get him out of that first round. Pitbull, his transmission don't have no reverse. Straightforward is where he was going. Like this. And it almost seemed with every round, his face looked meaner and meaner. That Pitbull was ready. Rolly did a lot of talking. Ain't do no boxing. The boxing he did do was holding the glove. Was holding that man's glove. It was just not good for Rolly. It wasn't a great performance at all. So now he's been stopped twice. One by Tank 2 years ago. And now by Isak Pitbull Cruz. So I don't know what's next for Rolly. Rolly did say, you could tell. I mean, a person that talks a lot of trash and stuff like that, he behaved the way I thought he would after losing. And the woman announcer asked, well, you said you was going to knock him down. You didn't do that. So did you think you underestimated him? Guess what he said? No, I worked hard. She said, I didn't say you didn't work hard, but you said you was going to knock him down. And it seemed like he didn't really want to talk. It looked like somebody leaned over that was sitting next to him or standing next to him in the ring, said something to him, probably get him to say something. He was just like, I just want to say Happy Easter. Shout out to everybody coming out and following me and supporting me. Thank you. And just like Jesus resurrected, I'll be back. So we'll see. 2 losses, that doesn't end a fighter's career. But 1 knockout and 1 stoppage, I'm not saying it's going to end his career. He's just going to have to show us something when he come back. And show that he, he's that guy that just don't talk and he backs it up in the ring. Shout out to Pitbull Cruz. I definitely had him winning. And now Pitbull Cruz said, hey, I'm ready to fight the top people. Give me Haney, Tank, or Teofimo Lopez. I doubt Tank gonna fight him again. Tank probably not going to fight Pitbull again. I mean, he beat him on the cards, and he wanted the rematch for Tank before. Tank said no. Tank won on that one, and Tank got injured. So that might be the reason why Tank won't fight him again, because Tank had to keep punching down because he was taller than Pitbull, and the way Pitbull fights, he ended up injuring his hand. So Tank probably don't want to risk injuring his hand again. So that's probably the reason why he don't want to fight him again. He got Haney and Teofimo Lopez. I don't think Teofimo Lopez is going to fight him. Just don't think Teofimo Lopez was going to fight him. I would like to see that, but I don't think Lopez is going to want to take that fight. And you got Haney. Haney might take it after the Ryan Garcia situation, after he beats Ryan Garcia, because I haven't beaten Garcia. No. He might not, but the way it's looking, I think he's going to beat Garcia, but we'll see about that. And, you know, Pitbull's like, yo, I'm no longer just a bad mother, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this boxing. I got gold to show that I am him. So, respect me. Smile like that. So, we're going to see. Now, we go to the main event. The main event of the inaugural pay-per-view for Amazon Prime, partnering with PBC, Premier Boxing Champions. You have Tszyu going against an alternate, a replacement, shall I say, Sebastian Fundora. No disrespect to Sebastian Fundora, but he was not the original person Tszyu was supposed to face. He was supposed to face Keith Thurman, who's been out the ring for over 2 years. But Keith Thurman injured his biceps during training camp. So Sebastian Fundora stepped in. And last time he fought was 11 months ago, and he lost to Mendoza in a 7-round stoppage. When I mean to tell you, this fight alone had more blood in it than... I don't remember the last time I've seen that much in a fight. Maybe since WWE Attitude Era. Fundora got rocked in the snot box, and his nose got broke, I think, in the second after the first. So Tszyu ended up getting a cut in his head inadvertently from when he went in, I guess when he was swinging and he ducked down, he went into Fundora's elbow. Man. After that, the first round, Tszyu let him know, hey, we fight my way, aggressive. And I thought Fundora was in trouble. But nope. That gash that Tszyu suffered ended up, to me, changing the whole fight. Granted, Fundora got rocked in the snot box too many times and his nose was broke. So he trinkling with blood, just trinkling. And Tszyu has just got it coming out like they putting Vaseline or whatever on it, and it just kept messing up. Like it just kept coming down. I mean, it was like a downpour every round. The doctors, I appreciate them leaving it up to the trainers and the fighter and to let them continue. I'm glad the ref allowed it to continue, especially with this being the main event and the inaugural main. And I think that definitely hindered him after that cut he sustained after that inadvertent running into Sebastian Fundora's elbow. So the fight was a decent fight. And I did say in my previous video, if y'all can go check that out, that if Sebastian Fundora was able to go the distance, then he might win on the cards. He did keep his distance. He used his height to help in his reach to keep that distance. But also, Tszyu bleeding all over his face helped. But don't get it twisted. Sebastian Fundora was hurt and injured. His nose broke and he just trinkling the whole fight. So shout out to both of them afterwards, because Fundora won in a split decision. And if you ask me, I was okay with the draw in this fight, but I also felt like it could swing either way. Either Sebastian Fundora could win or Tszyu. So Tszyu, you know, respectable fighter. He didn't make excuses from him bleeding and all that. He just said, hey, it's a part of boxing. It's just what it is. It's a rough sport. And he said, if you want somebody like to scrap, holla at him. Smell like that. So he's great class when it comes to being respectful and understanding the business and just Great sportsmanship. So, but Earl Spence wants a shot at Sebastian Fundora. And Sebastian Fundora is open to it from what he was saying in the ring, but I definitely think Tszyu should get another shot at it. There's no rematch clause in that fight, but I definitely feel because he took the fight on to fight a different type of boxer, a taller boxer, within 12 days after Keith Thurman was no longer available to fight. I just think you got, and then the man bleed and all that, and he still put on a good performance. Let that man get his rematch. Or he get the win of Spence and Fundora, if that's what that's going to end up being. That's just my opinion. But all in all, I think it was a good fight. I think it was a good pay-per-view. Man, but I'm trying to tell you, it was crimson red in the ring. I'm trying to tell you. And I ain't talking about Sebastian Fundora's shorts. And shout out to Tszyu. That man came out blasting DMX for his intro music. And shout out to Sebastian Fundora. Him and his sister. His sister is the IBF flyweight champion for the women. So shout out to her and him making history, being the first brother and sister sibling duo to both have titles. And shout out to their father, doing a great job training them. And I just can't wait to see. I'm glad to see Sebastian Fundora to start to fight smart after Mendoza knocked him on his back pockets in his last bout. So definitely shout out to him for making that adjustment this time around and getting the win over Tszyu and having 2 titles under his belt too. So we'll see what's next for the 154-pound. And we got next, May 4th, we got Canelo's fight. So y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think of the fight. Do you think the pay-per-view was worth the price? Do you think Amazon and PBC did their thing? Which one did y'all like the best out of the whole main card? And y'all make sure y'all follow me on all my socials, man. We're going to run this up. Make sure if y'all not already liking and subscribing, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so y'all know next time I upload something. All right? Smack like that.